the biggest story, the bombshell, right after we got off the air yesterday was all of a sudden all these stories started, percolating, coming out that Aaron Rodgers is done. He thought he was on his way to San Francisco Wednesday night.
Yeah, he did.
He thought the Packers had told him, we are going to trade you this offseason, and then about faced it and said, no, you're going to stay put. And he was just like, I'm just tired of you guys doing nothing for me, right? Never drafted an offensive player in the first round of the NFL draft during his time there, except who?
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love, his replacement. So thank you for nothing, Green Bay. You had a next generation quarterback over a lengthy period of time, and you were only able to get to one Super Bowl. And this is a terrible miscarriage of justice by this Green Bay Packers organization through that time. I hope he gets to a place where he gets another chance to win a championship. Now, San Francisco seemingly is out of the conversation. Now, we're going to have to get into this San Francisco talk, because if they're pushing to get Aaron Rodgers after they've made this trade, they weren't settled on Trey Lance then. They didn't know what the hell they were doing. Like, if they can get Aaron Rodgers and not have to draft a quarterback at 3 and take somebody like Kyle Pitts, then what does that look like? So we're going to get into all the picks. We're going to get into the picks that I think were terrible mistakes. There was about 5 teams that we're gonna take the tisk to here in a little bit. But the Aaron Rodgers story, I don't care how big of the draft was yesterday, it dominated everything. Mark Schlereth on his radio show, like minutes before the draft started, came out and said Denver now has a deal as close as you can have to being done for Aaron Rodgers to Denver. And then all of a sudden, at the 9th pick, the Broncos take Patrick Surtain II.
Yep.
And then everybody's trying to wrap their minds around what that could mean or what that could be. And maybe they're going to send him along to Green Bay as a flip-flop. And I go, why did Green Bay take another corner at the end of the round? They needed a wide receiver. They needed a guy that was in the middle. Elijah Moore, for me, was the guy that you have to go with there. And they, once again, take a corner. People say, well, they needed a corner. Did they? They had 3 picks in the NFC Championship game last year. I don't think corner was the problem. So, again, the Packers do nothing to help Aaron Rodgers. And if they don't choose to do anything and forcibly say, hey, you play out your contract here, I don't know what happens. The word is that Aaron says, hey, I'm either out of here or I'm done playing. Jeopardy host, I guess, next.
Seems like it. I mean, some kind of game show. I remember Chris Sims came on here yesterday and said he's heard all the scuttlebutt. He knows Aaron's unhappy, expects him to play this year, but that's it. This will be his last year in Green Bay. We'll see. We'll see what kind of standoff results from this, because one is coming. He is pissed. And that pick last night didn't help.
No, I mean, just another example of
another F you to Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
Why do they keep doing it?
I have no idea. I've never seen a guy that's been more important to an organization been given the middle finger by the organization just constantly, year after year after year. And it's almost become like a joke.
Yeah.
Now that Green Bay's not going to do anything to help Aaron Rodgers here. They're not going to. And it's funny now. It's not funny to Aaron Rodgers. He clearly does not want to be a part of that conversation anymore.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.